sharing and listening to testimonies from people spread across the whole world. It is not just people in our immediate jurisdiction. You will hear testimonies from people live as it happened. So the topic of our presentation tonight is how we got our health back. How we got our health back. I don't know if Mama Osato, you're going to be co-hosting, because most of you that are co-hosting are going to be sharing your testimonies and testimonies from your team. Thank you so very much. I will want to start with Professor Adeloye if he is ready for us tonight. And I don't know if Don Jeff is here because he will want to leave early. I don't know if Don Jeff is here. He has testimonies to share. Let us start also from him before others will go on with their own, because he will want to leave quite early. Thank you for your time, ladies and gentlemen.
Don Jeff is just to be in the room.
You said what, Debolu?
I can't see Don Jeff here.
Okay, Don Jeff is not here. If Don Jeff is not here, can you please, Professor Adeloye, please can you help us with your testimony? Thank you so very much, sir.
Good evening, Big Boss.
Good evening, sir.
It's good to be here tonight. I'd like to say welcome to guests, our distinguished guests, and to also thank our for, and of course, Big Boss Alex for putting up this program. Business of regain our health and those of others. I begin with the story of the person introduced to me by my cousin, who through these products was able to regain her health. She was diabetic. Now she's very much okay. Now she introduced me to a man who's also diabetic. And the day I saw the man at Yaba, his legs were quite swollen. And he told me, I love shoes so much. I have a rack full of shoes, but my feet won't allow me to put on the shoes. That's wedding I cannot put on because it just won't enter the shoes. So I gave him 2 packs of double stem cell. He was to buy at least 1 pack of snow fort. But he never bothered to buy the snow fort because to start with, he could not even afford not even a pack. Buy again, and the woman that saw him the first day exclaimed, "You are looking so good, you are looking so fresh, and look at your legs." Because the legs are almost completely okay now, but for just one small bit of one quite okay now. That's what these products can do for you. Now, I also have a friend who had high blood pressure, and then 150 plus thereabout. The blood pressure dropped from 150 to 120. I saw her today and she was telling me, these products are wonderful. Even my toenails are looking much, much better. So Big Boss, let me stop there for now. It's been wonderful being on this platform.
Thank you for the testimony, sir. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir. This is Uche from Nigeria.
Okay, welcome.
My identity may be showing you on a 7S. Yes.
Okay.
I'm excited about the testimony on high blood pressure. And then I want to say it means the product has the capacity to crash blood pressure to the normal level. Because I have a colleague in the
Yes.
office whom I intend to share this with tomorrow. I mean, on Friday, because tomorrow is public holiday in Nigeria. So that I'll be able to find out is, to see if you could patronize. Like I earlier said, I'm a first timer. If I have any opportunity to have said anything, I would have said my own testimonies to say thank you to your team and thank you to a member of the team, Mr. Onwamebu, who introduced me to this place. But meanwhile, I want to do that on Thursday, and I would want a full information on the product that takes care of that high blood pressure, that I'll be able to speak to that colleague
Okay.
and see what his reaction will be.
Okay, excuse me, Professor Adeloye. Mr. Uche, sorry to cut in. Professor Adeloye, I'm so sorry I'm taking this up.
All right.
We have testimonies tonight. We may grant space for asking of questions at the end of this presentation.
Okay,
Please,
thanks.
because we have people who are coming in here and they have other engagements. They are here to quickly share their testimonies so that you can hear it directly from them. Whatever it is that is you want to ask may even be part of what they will be sharing. So please, everyone that has a question to ask should hold on. By the time we're through with the testimonies, we will call upon questions and we will take that up. Professor Adeloye, thank you very much. We are listening to you. After Professor Adeloye, we will be asking Mama Lau from the UK to come up. Professor Adeloye, you have the podium, sir. Thank you so much.
I've given 2 testimonies. So let me just, Big Boss, I can see you are coming in and out.
Okay, sir, I'm here.
Yes.
I'm here.
Yes, I've given 2 already. So
Thank you so very much. Please don't mind me. I am multitasking here. It is well. Thank you so very much. Please, can we give Professor Adeloye a full screen reaction? I have 2 boys at my back here. You will see my neck has been turned every time to check what is happening behind me. Thank you very much, Professor Adeloye. I am really very, very grateful. In case we don't know, Professor Adeloye is a professor of physics from one of the prestigious university in Nigeria, Unilife precisely. So Professor Adeloye is a professor of physics all the way from Unilab, and he saw the beauty of phytoscience for wellness and wealth creation. Thank you so very much. May God bless you, Prof. Mama Lau, can you please take up the podium now?
Yeah, good evening, everybody. I hope you are
Good evening,
ma'am.
Mama, can you please put on your video?
Oh, please excuse me. That will take time because I'm already in my pajamas. Not really because I want to go to bed, but because it's cold. So that would mean I have to go and change. Sorry about that. I'm so sorry. Maybe before we finish, I will change. Yeah, I want to really thank God for this opportunity, and I want to thank Mama Alex and
all. We should excuse you, ma'am.
Sorry? Are you hearing me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay. So I want to thank God for this opportunity to share some of the testimonies. I will start from the latest and then maybe 1 or 2. This latest is about myself. My background, nurse, but retired nurse here in UK. And I have sickle cell disease, but which has been managed very well. Occasionally, I have crises. And since I've been in UK, I think I've had about 3-4 crises. But in the past 5 years, it's just been mild. So last month, I think, we are in October now, September, I had terrible tooth problem. Very, very painful. Very, very, very painful. I think I also damaged the tooth. So the pain was so much that it set me into crisis again. And before I realized it, I don't know what to do. So, but the only thing that came to my mind is that after all, you have your stem cell, you have your crystal cell. Unfortunately, I don't have the snowfield yet, but I had it now. But then there was no snowfield, and I've been crying that, oh, I wish I have snowfield fault. Anyway, I started taking the double stem cell. I have the miracle intense. So I sprayed that on the leg that I was having the problem. And the moment I did that, I felt much better. But I didn't realize that it was the tooth. I didn't realize on time. It was after about 3-4 days that the pain persisted. Then I thought, what could have set this up? Then I remembered the painful tooth that I had. So I had to visit the dentist, and they tried to save the teeth. I was still having the pain. I kept on taking the double stem cell and crystal cell. To cut a long story short, they had to take the tooth out. And then the pain now times 10. Headache, everything. I was using the pharmacists, the dentists, the analgesia, the antibiotics, and it didn't go. All of a sudden, I just realized that during that period, my snowfield fault came. And because I've been, telling people, buy crystal cell, buy snowfield fault, buy this, and that. I said, it's your turn now to try it. So, and I just went through what snowfield fault we do. I know it's good for sickle cell, but I read that it's also an antibiotic. You won't believe it. The moment, that pain will come like, I don't know. When I mix the snowfield fault and take it, that pain will just crash down. It may rear up again, but it will crash down. And so that gave me relief. Then with the snowfield, with the painkiller, it didn't work. I was on 3 painkiller. It did not work. So I resorted to praying, and then the snowfield fault. And to the glory of God, last Saturday, I think, I just told myself, don't take anything. Just continue with the double stem cell, the snowfield fault, the crystal cell. And I'm much, 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 much better now than even when I was taking all these, whatever. So that's recent one. This is just last week. Now, for also about myself, what I noticed about myself is that, maybe because of the fact that we're in this cold environment, when I before I started Vital Science products at all, I used to have a lot of pain when I wake up in the morning. And myself, I don't want to be on medication. So when I started double stem cell, one thing I noticed is that those pains that I used to have very early in the morning vanish. So that gave me the courage to continue using it. So I have all my success lines that I joined because of this pain problem, at least 2 of them. And I always tell them that if this thing will still work, don't worry yourself, it will work. At least it worked for me. And one of them, she's an elderly woman. She kept on, I kept on encouraging her. She also bought snowfield fault and encouraged her. She had this arthritis that won't yield to anything. To my surprise, she was using the product, the double stem cell, for arthritis. And 2 weeks ago, precisely, she said she had an appointment in the hospital for the scan for the uterus. In this country, they will just tell you, okay, come for this. And then when you get there, they will now tell you, this is what we are thinking. They won't say this is what it is until, you know, the results of the whatever the procedure. So she knew that they told her something was wrong with her uterus, that the lining was thick and is not a good omen, so she should come for this scan. So she went. She told me that when she's coming back, she will come and see me, you know, to get more product. So when she came, it was testimony. She said, I have testimony. I said, what is it, Mama? She said when she got to the hospital, they did the scanning and everything. They couldn't see this sticking line, wall, whatever again. And they told her, they don't know what happened. You don't have this sticking uterus lining again. Everything has been dissolved. So you can go, you don't need to keep appointment. And I told her I was happy. I told her, you see, you were saying that the thing yet to work on your arthritis. Look at it now. It's you know, like we all know that this is a stem cell. It goes into the cells of whatever that is in your body. So you may say you want to use it for high blood pressure. It's correcting blood sugar. And finally, I have another testimony about my friend who's been diabetes. I didn't even know she's diabetic, but one day she told me she wants to go and buy this glucometer to be checking her blood sugar. I didn't know whether it was high or not. So she just said, after listening to a testimony like this, she called me and said, I want to get that product. I said, okay, let me register you so that you can be getting it at the partner's price. She agreed. The day I went with the product to her, I said, Joanna, start this tomorrow morning, first thing in the morning. I said, yes. So the second day in the evening, I asked, have you started using the double stem cell? She said, yes. Yes. My doctor told me that my blood sugar was over 40. I don't know what that means in Nigeria. And that now I took the double stem cell. This morning it was 6. I said, wow, 6? I said, okay, you know what? You need to be checking it, because I didn't know. I just started the using double stem cell then. I didn't know. It was during this kind of testimony training that I learned that the way it works is not that it will crash the blood sugar like that. It will regulate it. So I was so panicking. I said, take it once a day so that it doesn't, and be writing it down so that you show to your doctor so that they can, you know. She said she's okay. So like every other day she was doing it, and the highest she ever recorded was 10, and that was once. Even like a week ago, I still text her, Joanna, how is your blood sugar? I said, I'm fantastic. The one I did was 6 and the other one 6.5. And since then, she's been saying, before she double stem cell finish, I said, oh, Joanna, you need to ask Nofi for. Say, I'm just okay with this double stem cell. So this is just to encourage us that, you know, you may be telling some people that they need 3, 4 of our products, and they just try one and it's just perfect. She said, I'm okay. And lots of testimonies. Let me just stop there. Lots of testimony of people that, you know, I just give it to them. Say, try it. In my work, high blood pressure. We have testimony about high blood pressure. You know, we have testimony about cancer. There's a lady, let me just share this quickly. She registered because of her sister. Her sister had leukemia, but she said, okay, we'll try this product. Unfortunately, this her sister had been on the Instagram, joined the Instagram. Me, I'm not so social media. I didn't know that there's an Instagram, this phytoscience that people give testimony. So the sister was afraid to tell her to try the product. Anyway, to cut the long story short, the little sister said, I will try. So she was just telling me, despite the fact that she ordered Actual Plus, Crystal Cell, Snowflake Fort, they were not forthcoming yet. I think it's just recently that Leader Tolu got it across to them. So now I was just telling her, how is your sister with double stem cell? She said she's fine. we've not really see much. Look at her, but you know what I noticed? Her blood pressure used to be very high, but since she's been taking it, it has calm. She's calm. She's better. I said, praise God. Just let her continue. As soon as the crystal cell and the snow people come, she will continue. So I thank God that we are connected with the right products. God bless you. Thank you so much.
Can we get a full screen reaction to that? Mama Lau is one man squad. I'm sure Mama Lau has stopped because she has so many other engagements to go. Whenever you ask Mama Lau to say or share a testimony, she comes with a pack load of testimony. She does not share one. Mama Lau started Vital Science with a very big doggedness, and she had not relented since the day I got to know about her. She's ready to tell anyone who cares to know or listen about Vital Science and the beautiful thing it does. Mama, thank you so very much. Here is the full screen reaction to you. May God bless you for not saying because of your age you cannot do. Because many people will think, oh, this thing is for young people. It's not for people like us. But you didn't say that. You've been propagating Vital Science, and a lot of people have been getting their health back because of your decision. Thank you so very much, Mama. Wow, the house is getting full. We are at 87 already. This door closes at 100. Wow, if you have someone you have asked to come on board and the person is not yet here, this is a big time for you to please call the person and let them come on board right now, because at 100, this door to this room is going to be closed. Wow, we still have a lot of beautiful testimony coming up. I listened to one very beautiful one from Mama Fautimi some days back, and I will want to say, if Mama Fautimi can please, if Mama Fautimi can, if Mama Fautimi can share our testimony with us before we go to Susie. Susie's got testimonies, and I'm sure she's got a truckload of testimonies also. But before Susie comes on board, I will want Mama Fautimi to share our testimony. Techno POP 3 Plus, your hand is up. Do you have a question or you have a testimony? Can you please unmute yourself? Techno 3 POP.
Hello, good evening, ma.
Good evening. Is it a question or a testimony?
Hello.
Is it a question or testimony?
A testimony.
Okay.
Testimony.
Okay. If it's a testimony, Mama Fautimi, are you ready?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not
Mama
yet.
Fautimi, can you please let us listen to Techno POP 3 Plus? But Techno POP 3 Plus, I would ask you to please help us rename your device so we know who we are talking to. We're not talking to a phone. Okay, please help us rename your device.
Yes.
And please share your testimony. Mama Fautimi, you are next after her, and I'm sure Susie is also ready to share. There are so many testimonies for us tonight. Please, I want us to sit back and relax and listen to all the testimonies as they unfold. Thank you so very much.
Yes, ma. Thank you. Good evening, ma. Good evening, house. My name is Mrs. John Olaide. I'm one of the members of Vital Science Products. I was able to join this program through my sister, and it is due to my ailment that make me to join the program. I'm having arthritis on my leg. There are many products I've been using that is not effective for the ailment. But when my sister introduced this Vital Science product to me, after 5 days of using it, the pains I'm feeling was relief from it. it vanished. So it's just like magic. It really impressed me because I spent so much money on this ailment. And because of this issue of my leg, I have to lose my job because I won't be able to work more. I'm a marketer and I need to be working here and there. And because of this ailment, I was unable to be going here and there. I have to lose my job. After losing the job, I was able to come across this science double stem cell. And when I use this up to now, I'm hale and hearty. I was even impressed to become one of the platinum member of the products. It's my pleasure joining this platform. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so very much. Thank Thank you. God bless you. Now, who is a health challenge because of phytoscience product, because she decided to say yes to phytoscience. That is simply wonderful. Please, we have Mr. Femi Kolawole. You will be on standby after Mama Fautimi. You will be sharing your testimony immediately after Mama Fautimi. Then Susie, I'm sure all the testimony crew are here right now, so that you will take it after now. Thank you so very much. Thank you, everyone. Mama Fautimi, you've got the floor.
Oh, thank you very much. Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much, Mama Alex. Good evening, and thank you for this testimony night. I didn't know I was going to share my testimony, so sorry about that. Few days ago, let me say, at the beginning of this month, I was feeling this horrible headache, and I've got loads and loads of testimony, but let me just give this. I'll give two, if you permit me. So I was having this horrible headache just in front of my head there. And I was like, what do I do? I didn't take paracetamol. So because I thought I don't want to go back to medication, I've had more than enough in my life. So, but when it wasn't going, I decided to call my doctor, who told me he said probably dehydrated, that I should try to drink more water. I said I try to drink, because she knows that I don't drink water. I said I've been drinking at least 2 liters in a day. She said I should increase it, and I did. But she now said if the headache doesn't go, I should try and take paracetamol. I did. I increased my water intake. Then the headache was still there. So I said, I'm not going to take paracetamol. But that day I was having Zoom training with my team. So I shared it there. So after the Zoom, my products came, and there was the Miracle Intense there. So I tried to spray the Miracle Intense on my face, but it won't go. So what I did was, I said to myself, I said, so many people have been testifying using this Miracle Intense for so many things. I said, I'm going to do my own experiment. So I took the Miracle Intense and just pat my hair here, and I sprayed just three sprays. And before you know it, before 20 minutes, I couldn't feel the headache. And I was like, let me just be patient and see how it goes. And up till now, I'm not having that headache. I am not having the headache. Wow. I know the headache is gone and gone. That's it. Because initially I was thinking it was my glasses, probably it's the stress from my eyes, but the headache is gone now. My second testimony is about a lady that was introduced to me because I'm in this group that I share our Zoom and all our products. So the lady was introduced to me. She says she's got problem with her kidney. She's got kidney problem. So I told her what to use. what to buy, and she said she doesn't have money. I told her, okay, if you don't have money, just start with double stem cell. But I told her about Flowfill as well. She said she doesn't have money, but she cannot join. She only wants to buy to test it. I said, okay. So I sent one pack of double stem cell to her. Just on Sunday, she called me and said, oh, sis, do you know? And she told me that she has appointment with the doctor this week. So I told her, I said, try and take as many of our products and reschedule your appointment till the middle of November, so that, I mean, you would have seen great results during your when you go for your appointment. She said, okay. So she rearranged her appointment. Then she started taking it. So after finishing that one pack, she said to me, she said, I've rearranged my appointment. She said, you know what, sis? She said, this product, she said, I don't know about my liver problem yet. She said, but all other things that has been wrong with me, or not being able to move, all these aches and pain, all this sluggish. She says sometimes she will be so sluggish that she will even hate herself. She said everything is gone. She said the energy, she doesn't know where the energy is coming from. She says she's so healthy, and she knows that this thing would have worked on her liver as well. She said, sis, I promise you that before the end of next month, I am going to register, but I need that Snowfield Fort, you call it, or whatever you call it, and another pack of the double stem cell. She said it's really working. So she told me that she's got some engagement, so she cannot register this month, that she will register next month. She's already given me part of the money. She sent part of the money to me today. So that's my two testimony. Thank you very much, Mama Alex. God bless everybody. Thank you. Hello, Mama Alex. Oh, I think she's been thrown out. She's not there.
So, just so we can have
okay.
We have two people with their hands up. I'm trying to find out. I have Shekina Temitope Lawal. Do you have a testimony or you have a question? Can you unmute yourself and let us know, please?
Okay. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I actually want to encourage some of our guests in-house. Because we can be faced with different situations, actually. For me, I came into phytoscience because of my mom. She has both cataract and glaucoma, you know. We are still on that with her, but I've had many other situations that has given us positive results as a result of them using phytoscience, all of our products. I made mention of a case here last week or thereabout of a man in my area. He has stroke. And funny enough, he had even sold his own house in Egbeda area of Lagos. For those who are very familiar with Lagos, for someone to sell house in that area, because he's been bedridden for like 6 years now. I'm sure maybe by another 2-3 weeks, he will come to the Zoom meeting himself to come and give his own testimony, because he was like, if he had spent so much money to sell house to treat the stroke without much improvement, and with our phytoscience, he started on phytoscience during this COVID period. You know, I had to give him some packs without collecting anything, because I know by the time he will use the products, he will definitely have, you know, testimony to give. And to God be the glory, he had seen so much improvement now compared to what he has been going through in the last 6 years. So for those who are coming, there is another case of a young guy under 40. He has kidney problem. I was like, do we have our young ones also coming up with kidney problem? He had been scheduled to have surgery in Louth here when his mom called me from US that this is the problem. I said, please don't let him go for surgery. Let him come to my house. I'll give him. And honestly speaking, though I encourage them to register for the gold booster, but at first people are always very, skeptical and what have we not used, this and that. So they eventually registered silver. So I gave him some packs with a pack of snowfield. And honestly, the last test he went to do at Lut, he was telling me this. He will also come very soon, I'm sure. The traces of the test he did last, almost all the traces of those, blood and urine and some other, symptoms that he has been seeing since last year, there is a lot. He said the doctor was even like, what have you been using? I think he said the only thing that remains now is the thing they said they saw one staphylococcus, something somewhere. So I can assure those who are our, new invited guests here tonight that this is a right place to be. I have someone that, and when people say this thing is expensive, what we always tell them that if you are using something and is working on all organs of your body, a friend of mine used it for backbone. She had accident. She's been going for physiotherapy for years now. And she was using it for the backbone. She had, after using like a pack, she felt the sharp pain that she usually have, has reduced tremendously, because she was using that, that garment that they usually wear when you have that serious back pain. It was her husband that was even telling her that, because she also have problem of hormonal imbalance. For those of us who are women in house who will know much about this, it was her husband that was pointing out to her that, that since you've started that, your phytoscience, whatever that you say you are taking, her hormonal imbalance is also correcting the hormonal imbalance. She, whenever they are having fun, she feels more, So it's working on all organs of the body. And for those who are, maybe you've started the treatment, you are not seeing improvement, like I said initially, because of the way it works. Is the brain that will decide what is the most important in that body that it will take care of. Or it might not actually take care of what you are even using it. Initially, it will, be taking care of some other things that actually need that thing. So this is the right place to be. We very soon will have a lot of them coming to come and use their own mouths to give this testimony. We thank God for Science. We thank God for being here. Thanks for giving me the opportunity to share this.
Wow.
I hope we'll coming up with more of this very soon.
Thank you
Thanks
so very much. Thank you so much, Shekina. Please, we need a full screen reaction to this. When we speak about the efficacy of double stem cell and someone comes to give a testimony, it looks as if it's cooked. But these stories are real, happening to real people in real time. And just like she said, when people say it's expensive, imagine the young man who was going to have surgery. Tell me if the surgery would have cost even, the cost of whatever he has used is probably not up to 1/10 of what he would have had to spend if he had to do surgery, and which may not even have been effective. And see all other things that he's doing, even for his body. When they tell you that someone has come out of kidney problem, just know that it's not small work. It's not beans, like we will say. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now we also have Kem in UK. I noticed the hand has been up. Is
Manka, me, I wasn't giving screen reaction. No.
I
did for you.
It was fantastic. And I did too. I did. Actually, I did, but you may not have noticed. They didn't announce it that they should give full screen. It is
Otumba did as well.
Well done.
Anytime so.
Full screen reaction for everyone who has given. Thank you
That's
so
my
much.
love reaction for Mama Faultini.
Thank you. All right.
Mama Faultini, double.
Kem from UK. Do you have a question or is it a testimony? Please unmute yourself.
Hello, good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
How are you? Thanks for the training and everything. I have my own is questions anyway.
Oh, can we leave the questions till after the testimonies, please?
Sorry?
We have loads of testimonies. We have.
Sorry?
Can we leave the questions till after the testimonies, please?
Oh, okay.
I
thought you said if anybody have questions or testimony, that's why I raise my hands anyway.
Okay. We are checking the testimonies first.
Okay then.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Okay. We also still have I mistakenly lowered the hand. I had more than one person raising their hand. Okay. While we wait for people to raise their hands, we also had Susie. Susie was supposed to give us testimony. Are you ready?
Mama, good evening.
Yeah.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Yeah, Sato, Susie, my business name. Thank you for the opportunity, and I'm happy I'm here today to share my testimonies. I have trailer loads of testimonies, but I will have to give them to others. So I'll start from the very least to the biggest one so far. I'll start with myself. I actually started taking the stem cell just to make sure that at least I'm in optimal health. I don't have any underlying ailment. But what I noticed, I didn't even know because I was not directing it as anything. I realized that I could see very well. And how did it happen? I took off my reading glasses to put on, and when I wore it, I couldn't see anything. So I thought maybe it wasn't properly cleaned. I took a wipe, cleaned it up, put it on. It was the same thing. And it was then it dawned on me that I've actually not been using these glasses for a while. As I speak, my eyes are better than the glasses. That's just one. And the second one, I was on the platform and I heard a colleague saying that I used the Miracle Intense for my hair, and my hair in front is going back. And I said, okay, why not? Years of having braids and all with the front hair, almost gone. I'm sure we here in Lagos say, you're almost losing all your hair. I took a bold step. I got the Miracle Intense and I started using it. And as I speak now, the follicles in front, you won't believe it, my hair is full. Then the third one again, this very self, I just begin to wonder because all the products are just, wonderful products. I heard the CEO give a testimony one time talking about using the Atro Plus for a sore throat. And a few weeks after, I actually had a sore throat and I took a bold step. Just, took a drop and I, dropped it right on my throat. And you won't believe it, 15 minutes later, the pain was gone. And as I speak to today, I've not had anything sore throat. So the products are really, really wonderful. Then leaving myself, I decided to try it on my mother-in-law. She's 83 years old. She's been hypertensive as far back as over 50 years ago. And to the glory of God, as I speak with you now, she only used it for a month and a week. Mommy's BP is normal, as in her BP is good. and she's really, really excited. And not just stopping at that, there was a lady, an elderly person too. She's almost 60. I reached out to her to say, auntie, she's a big auntie. I know, you need to live to enjoy your money, because we keep hearing of people that are pensioners just right after, retiring. When it's time to enjoy, that's when, they just pack up. Why don't you strengthen yourselves, because you need this? So then she opened up to say, oh, she's been battling with her thyroid issue. And I think as a result of that, she's been asked to come for surgery. She has a goiter. And you won't believe that the product did exceedingly well for her. She would have loved to be here today, but unfortunately, because of the network in Benin, she couldn't join. So she decided to do a recording, which I would like to play so that you can all listen to her talk. So please hold on. Stanka, can you hear? Please, can you hear her?
Is it playing yet? Okay. Yes, it can.
Okay.
Who introduced me to phytoscience products? I had inflamed neck of test. He said I had thyroid problems. Initially, I was using STC test, of which I spent so much money on it, but there was no result, no positive result. When Osato introduced me to this double stem cell, I started using it. At first, it was like all these products, they are just the same. But she kept insisting, pressurizing me that the products are not the same thing with STC test. I should give it a try. I now bought a set of 26 packets. I started using it with snow field. At some point, she now added crystal cell. After about 1 month of using them, I went back to my doctor at UBTH.
Yeah. UBTH is a University of Benin Teaching Hospital.
They are going to run another set of tests.
Can you hear?
After 1 week, I came back and had the neck scan. And when the results were out, they were all positive. He said, no mass,
Can you hear?
no enlargement of thyroid.
It's fading off.
Can you hear now? Sorry, let me just repeat that. When she spoke of UPT, yeah. Okay. Please, I'm going to replay that because she was speaking of going to UBTH. UBTH is a University of Benin Teaching Hospital. So I'll just replay it so that you can hear. I think at that point we lost the volume. Okay, so I'm playing it again now. Okay, fine. Okay.
He said they are going to run another set of tests. After 1 week, I came back and had the neck scan. And when the results were out, they were all positive. He said, no mass, no enlargement of thyroid. All your results are good. I started thanking God.
Wow.
I said, wow. So these phytoscience products are really working. I didn't stop there. After 6 weeks again, I went back to Edo Specialist Hospital here in Benin and met another endocrinologist. After much examination, he sent me to run series of tests and said I should come back in 1 week, in a week's time. After 1 week, I went back. He congratulated me again and said that my results were good.
Sorry.
I want to use this opportunity to tell people
Please.
of these phytoscience products. It's really amazing and wonderful because I've passed through hell because of these thyroid issues. I've used so many products. I used Swiss Guard. I used TNLD. So many other products. But when I came in contact with this double stem cell, snowfield, crystal, and started using it, the results were amazing. All glory to God. And I really want to appreciate and thank Mrs. Osato Onoha for not giving up on me or her consistency, pressurizing me every time, asking, how are you doing? How are you today? She will introduce one thing or the other, telling me on how to use the product. Thank God that I agreed to her advice. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. So that's a major testimony for us because she was actually supposed to go for surgery. And I am glad that she took to our advice. And I also want to beg everybody, our products do work. The products are just amazing. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Fantastic. Now, if I say full screen reaction, now some people will say I'm being partial. But I mean, let's agree. This deserves a full screen reaction. Thank you so much. Wonderful. Right. We have people. Let's have Femi Kolawole share his testimony. Then after that, we have a Mazino. First, Femi Kolawole, please unmute yourself.
Yes.
I believe you have a testimony.
Yes, I do. Good evening, everybody in the house. My name is Sten. I was introduced to the product by Dr. Olushola Olasukumi. The testimony has to do with my son, who is 9 years old today, this year. Sometimes in November 2018, he started with malaria. So we were treating him for malaria, and one evening, he just collapsed in the house, in the sitting room. We rushed down from upstairs. When the junior one just screamed, "Daddy, daddy," and we just rushed down. So apparently, he, his head on the staircase. So he fainted. We rushed him to the hospital, and from then on, he was admitted at General Hospital Bagada, and was in coma for when Bagada for close to a month or plus. So he was in coma, was not lifting his hand, nothing happening at all. We were not sure if he was going to come back, but a whole lot of prayers, and medications, more of prayers, basically. But to the glory of God, he came back to life. And when he came back to life, for some weeks and months or so, he could not walk properly. We started managing him, started walking again. Just immediately after then, we discovered that his two eyes, he was not seeing clearly. Two of the eyes, were dissected to one side and the rest. So we were advised to take him to UK for his surgery and the rest. But just while we are trusting God for that, miraculously, just slept and woke up, and the whole issue went off completely. And since that time, it was okay. To the glory of God, it's been okay. But this year, we just noticed in the middle of the COVID, we noticed that even before then, he kept complaining every time. He was complaining of headache. So we were giving him paracetamol and the rest. We just, sometimes we treat him again for malaria and the rest. But that became so much apparent and of a concern. So we took him to hospital and they treated him again. We brought him back home. But in the middle of that, Dr. Olushola then introduced this to us. And we started just somehow, because of what had happened, we started giving him. In fact, before then, he was diagnosed again of something in the brain, that there's something in the brain that is affecting him, and if it's not treated. So then in the middle of that, Dr. Olushola introduced to us the product, the double stem cell, and I think Snowfield. We started giving him. To the glory of God, everything restored back as we speak today. He's fine, doing well, and it's been so good that I find it so difficult to believe, because initially when that product was introduced to us, because of a whole lot of other drugs that we have taken in the past, I find it very difficult to believe. Just very this one of those products and the rest of them. But because Dr. Olushola, I know him for many years, there's no way he could have just introduced something that he also was not sure to us. So we just counted on that and said, okay, myself and my wife said, okay, let's at least for the benefit of who is introducing it to us. But to the glory of God, the boy is doing very well today, and we want to thank God for this. Then secondly, for me, because of that, because I've also been going through, having pain all over my body, and I had to do an MRI, and they said they have cervical arthritis and the rest of them. I've been on so many drugs, taking a whole lot of that. So again, I told Dr. Olushola, he also introduced another one, I think crystal cell, which, well, I'm still taking. And I believe that truly I've been seeing some changes, because it's been better than the way it was before now. And I'm still on that crystal cell. So I want to thank God for that opportunity, for using Dr. Olushola to link us to this product. And again, with some of the testimony I have heard here tonight, I'm already encouraged to continue, because already I have started feeling that. In fact, the point I have to ask Dr. Olushola, can this same stem cell address arthritis of the neck and of the back, spinal cord, and the rest of them? And he kept encouraging that I should just, so I want to thank God for this product. I think I believe in it so much, particularly the approach, the way it works. The way it works, completely different from other kind of medication you can think of as of today. So that's my testimony anyway. So I want to thank you. So that's the testimony from my hand. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Fantastic. Please let us appreciate God for our products and for his mercies, for making this available. I mean, when something happens to a child, I feel it more, because as a parent, you all know that when your child is ailing, you, the parent, is also sick. At times we wish the ailment to come onto us. And for a child to have gone through all he has gone through and he's come out of it, I mean, children don't know how to pretend. That's the thing. If they tell you this is the way it is, that is the way it is. So let us thank God for phytoscience, thank God for his mercies. Full screen reaction, please. Thank you for sharing with us your testimony. Right.
Thank you so much.
Also have a woman, Zeno. I hope I'm not pronouncing the name wrong. Do you have a
No, you're
testimony?
correct.
Okay, great.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Okay, so let me quickly get to my testimony. I said it was small, but Mama Alex that brought me to the group to fight with
no
science.
testimony is small.
That's what she said, though. She said no testimony is small. So my challenges started on 13th of April this year when the lockdown was on. I had more time for myself, and so I realized that I was having issues with my stomach. I was having serious pains, and I would have pains, and I thought I had ulcer all my life. It would come, it would go, but this time the pain was not going. So I decided that I was going to find my way to the hospital, regardless of the lockdown situation. When I got to the hospital, I was asked to do a test. I did series of tests, and then they asked me to do a scan because they couldn't find anything. When I did the scan, I was expecting appendix. So I thought that there was an appendicitis, an infected appendix. You can imagine thinking about such a thing. To my greatest surprise, it wasn't an appendix situation. Rather, it was gallstones.
Oh.
I was broken. I cried. It was gallstones. So they said there were stones in my gallbladder. And the passage of food is small there. So if a stone blocks the passage, it could cause a sepsis, an infected gallbladder, and I will need to go for a surgery. For me, I thought my life was over. Yeah. And the surgery is very delicate because of the position of the gall. The gallbladder is behind the liver. So what was happening to me was stones. They said I had multiple stones. Multiple stones. I have my results here. I cried. It was painful. I don't know if this is visible enough. Multiple gallbladder calculi. And then I was given drugs to take. These drugs were not good drugs. Look at it. I was taking these drugs, and this was about this time I was introduced. These are what I consumed. Can you see? This is one pack. I consumed these packs for months. 2 months after, and these drugs have side effects. Look at what I consumed. This is another pack. Drugs have side effects. So what does it do? It disturbs your sleep. It causes you the same pain or even worse. So I was having pains on my back, on my chest. I was selective with food. I was eating cucumber, carrots, beetroot blends. I was eating all sorts of things, and sometimes it was still kicking with excruciating pain. I was taking apple cider vinegar in water. I was drinking honey. I've not been taking sugar since that period. I stopped taking sugar. I was on honey as an option for sweetener. This is another pack. I was taking these drugs. This is another pack. And I said to God that I'm not going to die, neither am I going to do a surgery, because after the surgery, the person will get a jaundice and some other complications, which the person will have to live with for the rest of their life, not mine. So I don't know how it happened, but Mama Alex ordered a pillow for me. And that was how I opened up my situation. Okay, no, that wasn't even the first case. The first case was a lady, a young girl in my church who has lung cancer. She's in her early 20s. And so I mentioned it in a group where Mama Alex and I belong to. And then she said to me that, no, this girl must not die because they had given her a death sentence. So we got her crystal cell, which she took for a period and even said the thing was working. But because of funds, she couldn't go beyond that package. So even the last time I saw her, I gave her double stem cell. At least it was something. In my own case, I was battling with the pain, but I couldn't say anything to anybody. People really didn't understand. I channeled the pain to dancing, to singing, to doing more work. And then even working was difficult. A lot of people will not understand why I decided to make Just Pillows as a designer that makes dresses, I mean real dresses. But because I couldn't stay on the sewing machine for so long, I had to just shift to another thing that I know how to do and survive. Moving forward, after my test, the test I did after 2 months still showed multiple gallstones. And I continued to take these drugs. And the pain got worse until the 20th of September thereabouts. My body failed me. The pain did not stop. Normally it will come and go. Now the pain did not go. Now the pain did not let me sit. The pain did not let me feel okay. It was so bad that I thought I was going to die, you know? And then just at that point, it was like, I don't know, but Mama Alex called me and she just said to me, what's up with you? What's happening? I need a pillow. And I said, okay, I was going to do it. In that pain, I took the job. And just when I thought that it was over, she said to me, what's up with you? I told her what was happening to me. She said, but there's double stem cell now. I've already signed you up. Why don't you introduce it to your system? It can work for you. And I took the double stem cell that day. And when I took the double stem cell, I just believed. I didn't even take it for days before I started getting what I looked forward to. And to my greatest surprise, I stayed with that pain the whole day. The next day, I said I was going to the hospital. When I called the doctor told me I was going to probably go for surgery, that if it was something he couldn't deal with, that I would have to see a surgeon, a general surgeon, and I was going to go for surgery. Now, surgery was for me, was not an option. And so I said, okay, I will take my double stem cell. Mama Alex said, you know what, take it this morning before you do your test. I took it that morning before I went for my scan. The scan even delayed, and I finally did the scan. And when I did the scan, the result came out different. I was hoping that they would say they were seeing gallstones. I don't know how come. I don't know how it happened. I only took 2 sachets of DS. This thing was lying in my house, and I didn't know that it was a solution to my problems. So I took it. She asked me to take it again that evening. I did my scan. The results came out, and there were no gallstones. I don't know how that happened. Wow. I don't know how. Instead, they said there was a limey bile. So I took that because I immediately contacted my doctor. My doctor said to me that he doesn't know how this is happening, that I don't have stones. Is it possible that the result was even correct? And then I'm like, I don't get it. What's going on here? So I took it again. I was like, let me look at this thing. And I looked at it. I said, okay, doctor, let me tell you the truth. The truth is I introduced something else to my system. And the doctor said, what did you take? I said, I took phytoscience stem cell. He said, well, I said, have you heard of double stem cell before? He says he's heard about stem cell. Whatever it is that I have taken, I should continue taking, and I should get off the drugs. I don't take these drugs anymore. Wow. I'm off these drugs, and I am so grateful to God. Like, my life is back. I just want to say thank you. God will bless you, continue to bless you, and bless you and bless you. Thank you for introducing me to double stem cell. I even gave in the little in my situation I still shared to my family. I gave my foster dad, whose leg was going really bad. I just had a power outage.
We can hear you.
I gave to my dad whose leg was looking bad. And today my sister told me, I didn't even give him much. I gave him just a sachet, and she told me that daddy's leg is looking different. I said, I need to get my foster dad, more packs of DS because this thing works. And so my dad is like, when he comes back to Lagos, because he's not around, that he's going to get his own packs. Please join me in thanking God. I really, really cannot express how grateful I am for God for using Sister Alex to get to me, to help my situation. I'm not even on any medication. I'm not even on stem cell at the moment. There is no pain. I am eating food with palm oil and I don't have any issue. Yesterday I had proper egusi with poundo yam and I didn't have any pain at all. As in, I don't know where to start from. DS double stem cells is all I have introduced. So I can imagine introducing the other things into my system. Please, This is real. For anybody in this group right now that doesn't believe, this is real. I'm not doing any surgery. I am healed. Wow. And I just want you to continue to thank God for me. Thank you very much for the opportunity to share my testimony.
Thank you. I'm just short of words.
Did this girl, when this girl was to start, did she say she had a small testimony?
Small testimony. Can you imagine?
Did this girl just say she has small testimony
yes,
when she was to start? Because I don't know how small this testimony is, because me, I'm shedding tears already in this. I don't cry fast.
Her testimony is a billboard. Her testimony is a billboard that she can carry everywhere and make some cool.
And she's saying small testimony. Mama, can you just imagine? She's saying small testimony.
Small testimony. 2 sachets. 2 sachets. Awesome. See, it's only for people who have not suffered or seen someone suffer from God that will think this is testimony. I know people that have gone for surgery. The chances of surviving the surgery of gallbladder stones is slim. Most of them die during that surgery. And then recovery from it, even if you don't get to have surgery, is slow and painful. It's like coming back from death. I know 2 people who have gone for that surgery, and I know what it did to them. Apart from the expense, there's the pain. And when you have gallstones, it's worse than labor pain. No, I mean, I've given birth to 4 children because there's no respite for it. The pain is, like they say, be here. And she went through all this. And just within her reach was the solution. This our simple, we think it is simple double stem cell. She took 2 sachets. I'm in awe. I'm amazed. This is awesome. You see, we have these things within our reach. See what it can do. See how it can affect your life. I mean, I'm like jumping up and down. I'm holding up my head. I have wept. I have smiled. I have laughed. I don't know what else I can say, but thank God. And Alex, thank you for those gifts that you give to people. Thank you. You can hear the smile in my voice. Wonderful, just awesome. Okay, where do we go from here? I wonder if there's anything else we can beat this. But let's talk briefly. Now, if you notice, when Susie gave her testimony, she's a lady from Benin, so she bought 26 packs of double stem cell. So that we don't scrimp and scrape, there is a promo that is available that will end on the 30th, maximum early hours of 31st. I just want us to remember, for as many as we can reach out to, as many as we can nudge, encourage to key into this opportunity. The Booster Gold promo is rounding up very soon. And when you see something good, you don't just second guess. You don't just say, okay, maybe, maybe not. You're hearing all these testimonies now. Don't be the one that would regret that someone died on your watch or someone suffered unnecessarily on your watch because you couldn't get them to use this. So we are encouraging you once again, no matter what it takes, work hard and get into this in the big way. Be a platinum. In that way, you can flex and give out this product the way they are supposed to be given out, even if you don't want to sell. We still have so many testimonies. Do I call it Zeno or a woman? I don't know.
She's a woman, Zeno. A woman, Zeno.
Yeah, they need a shortened form of it. Okay, Zeno.
She's
Beautiful.
a woman, Zeno.
A woman, Zeno.
Yes,
Can
so
I
you
call
can
her a
call
woman?
me a woman. You can call
A
me a
woman.
woman for short. Yes.
And you said your testimony is small. If I can, if I
Let me ask
you.
Let me ask that Isoko girl.
I didn't know how to share it. I was just maybe shy. You know, I didn't know where to start from. I don't know.
Now she dey share testimony. Now me they cry. I dey drip Panadol for another person headache.
It is well. Okay. We have 3 hands up. Mama Alex, how do we go? Do you let the people know you have something else to do? Are those guys asleep? You are here with us now.
Okay, someone just asked a question. I will quickly take a look at the question. Then before we take on the people who raised their hands, I'm sure a lot of people who are new today are asking us the question, what is this double stem cell? What are they really talking about? And in a very a short while, Mr. Tolu Fadulu is going to be showing us a slide on what this product is all about. Don't get it twisted. Don't go out there getting something that is not what we are talking about here. A lot of people have things they will claim is phytoscience stem cell. But we are going to showcase to you right about now what we are really talking about so that you don't say, oh, I heard about stem cell. If it is not phytoscience stem cell, please, it is not phytoscience stem cell, because a lot of people will tell you they are the same thing. It is not the same thing. Mr. Tolufadulu will be sharing his screen with us, but before he will do that, someone...
I don't know where to start from. I'm not this emotional, but somehow, a woman, you got me emotional somehow. Wow, we thank God. Anyway, these are our products. We have 6 products for now. There's one on the way as well. This is double stem cell. This is a crystal cell. This is Snowfield Fort. This is Actual Plus. This is the Miracle Intense, and this is the H2O moisturizer. Why are we taking our time to show you this? It's to show you so that nobody will call what is not from phytoscience stem cell. When we are growing up, you know, whatever we use at toothpaste is close up. Even if it's Pepsodent, even if it's anything, whatever it is close up. Any detergent is Omo. But we're trying to get to understand that good. Indomie is Indomie noodles. There's Mimi, there's Golden Penny, there's different ones. So we need to understand. People will just tell you, well, this is also stem cell. That is why we are taking our time to show you what these things are or what they actually look like. Please look at the picture of the double stem cell and the crystal cell very well. What do? Well, you've heard testimonies today. They can do all that. I can say that again, they can do all that. They can protect your cell longevity, combat chronological aging with anti-aging potential, helps with digestive upset. Now, why am I showing you this? Because you may not have heard you may not have taken testimonies about each one of these, but I can tell you, they can do all this. Improve cellular health, better blood circulation, energy boost. What is better blood circulation? Well, if you are an adult and you have low libido, what controls the sex organs in both the male and the female is as a result of blood. blood moving to a particular direction to cause an erection or to cause an orgasm. So with this will help you. I don't know why I gave that example, maybe for somebody that is in that case or somebody you're about to meet that is saying, good, it seems that bedroom activity is coming to an halt. Try double stem cell or crystal cell. Come back to say thank you. Energy boost. Giving testimony to this. Possessing anti-inflammatory properties. When we say anti-inflammatory, so whatever issue, whatever illness is inflammatory, and we have the arthritis, the fibroid, the cancer, whatever is causing an enlargement of anything, these are already go to. Remember what a woman just said right now? These did the same job. Gallstones and everything is there. Restores the generative capacity of cells, tissues, and organs within the human body. Now, this is, when I say within the human body, that means from the crown of your head to the sole of your feet. I have seen bald hair grow with our product. I have seen pain gone in the hand. I have seen growth. I've seen a lot of things. So far, it is in the body. Double stem cell and crystal cell will do whatever they need to do from inside out. I was reading a testimony today about vitiligo. Don't worry, it will solve it. You have issues with any kind of any organ in your body. Please, please, please. If you have anyone scheduled for operation and there is still time, please, they don't have to go under the knife. They don't have to go. You can be a source of help to them. Oh, somebody has been scheduled for amputation. Please reach out to them. Reach out to them. And you'll be surprised just the way a woman made us all emotional. Just because of those 2 double stem cells, you'll be surprised how far that can go. Yes, you are thinking about the money and you're thinking, oh, can I just give out double stem cell like that? You don't know how much that will go in the life of somebody. You don't know how much you are redeeming a whole life. So I want to beg you. These products are working and they can do wonders. Improves mental function. So if you know anybody that has mental issues, dementia or anything, go for them. Please help them. You have many of us, we are in our, maybe we are youth, we still have parents, and you don't want them to get to that point. Quickly introduce it to them right now. Aids in reducing belly fat. Well, men, you know yourself. Women, you know yourself that the stomach is there, but nothing. But so you can go with this. Superior ultraviolet protection at cellular level. Preserves vision. Neutralizes free radicals. I've seen a lot of testimony when it comes to vision as well. Helps promote urinary tract. Aids in constipation and digestion. Well, somebody said vision. Why are you still using glasses? I can do without my glasses actually, which is not possible for now. I can't look at my phone without my glasses before. Why am I wearing one tonight? Because of the rays of this particular system. I can read whatever I want to read without my glasses. So why am I saying this? It works. I'm a product of this particular product. How do we use it? It is sublingually applied. Sub means you put it under the tongue, allow it to dissolve, then drink water. Also during the day, please drink water. Now our product, this particular one is powdery. It looks white, but please don't sniff it. It is not cocaine. Please. It is not codeine, it's not anything. Because it's white does not make it that. Please, it is meant to be put under in the tongue. Please, please, and please. The third one is the snowflake fort. This is the Loma. This is the cleanser. It works hand in hand with the colon. Colon is what keeps is the organ in our body that keeps our body clean. So this will go a long way. It is called snowfield. Why? Because it contains the snow, algae, chlorophyll. So the shortening of those words is why we have the snowfield fort. Now listen, if you know anybody, now I want to make this bold claim. If you know anyone that is a sickle cell anemic patient. Please, please, please. Even if you are fighting with them, if you don't like them, let's reach out to them. When they go through crisis, the pains are just too much. And we've seen testimonies of essence changing to AA. And in the case where it did not change, the children did not have crisis in a long time. So please reach out to them and help them. Please, can you help me with that person, please? Best aid in gastrointestinal problems, detoxify toxins, fight infections. If you know any woman also that have spent all her money on ciprofloxacin, on antibiotics, or whatever it is, this is a good go-to at a point in time. Somebody, I heard a testimony of what somebody did with this, and I was shocked. You know what the person did? This person continually have infection consistently. This person poured snuffing water inside the water and used it to wash a private part. I was shocked. It's meant to be taken inside. We're meant to drink it. And guess what? That was the end of it. I just opened my mouth and how dare you? But she said that, how dare not me? Why won't I? I was surprised that, what is this? So it is, why am I saying this? I don't know why I have to use that example, but please, this is a good go-to when it comes to fighting infection. Somebody has bad breath, please get them snuffing forth. It will be there. Skin issues, they will help that, to help. Aids in weight loss, managing blood sugar level, it will also help. Now that means if you're managing blood sugar level, you will need along with one of our, the crystal cell or the double stem cell. They work together for those who are diabetic as well. So skin rejuvenation, balanced body acid account, helps fight chronic inflammation. So you can see, I mentioned that during, what's it called? When I was talking about double stem cell and crystal cell. So you can combine this with that, and you're going to have a very, very perfect testimony. I speak to you, that person that you're trusting God for that testimony. I declare that it will be done as soon as possible. Don't give up. Don't stop using it. And that person that have stopped using it, please go back to it. Your testimony is nearer than when you first started. I don't know where I got that. I got into that. Possesses and capacity qualities. Now, how do we use it? You pour inside the water, 50 cl water, and in some cases, well, it depends. You may need to use maybe more or less. But by standard, 50 cl water, which is just like a sachet of pure water, pour it into it and sip. Drink gradually. Now, if you have a particular condition that doesn't allow you to take so much water, you can take time, you can take your time in sipping it. You don't have to be in a hurry. I have a particular client that cannot take more than 50 cl in the whole day. So you just pour inside the water and sip it gradually, and you can see the effect. This is Actual Plus. Actual Plus is our detox and an immune booster. It contains 18 fruits, 12 vegetables, and 9 spices. This is good. This is good. This is good when somebody is healing. Somebody has gone through an operation, somebody is already using, maybe is going through a particular process. This will aid, it will aid recovery in everything. So this is good. Personally, I have testimonies on this, but I'm not going there. My son had some infection some times ago, and this is all we did. And that was all. The best way to boost your strength, your build, your immune. There was one of my members of my team 3 weeks ago gave a testimony about COVID. Every other person, like almost 60% of the staff force had COVID, were tested positive. But because she's a member, definitely, she has enough ajesara. What's the English of ajesara? Enough immune build-up, stamina, immune stamina. So, immunity. So, she's scaled through. How do you use it? It is in drop. You can drop inside the water and drink. Inside 50 cl water, If you are recovering from any disease, 10 drops 3 times daily. If you just to maintain your immunity, 5 drops 3 times daily. Please shake very well. Drop it. So do not use hot water, just the normal room temperature water, and you can help that. Now, let me just quickly say this at this point. If you have somebody as well that couldn't take so much water, what you can do is this. Please, since this person likely needs the actual plus and the snowflake, you can mix the two together and allow them to take it throughout the whole day. You will get your result as well. Or someone. I've used it, I've produced that and it has worked. Now, these are the ones that are topically applied. That means they're on the skin. The Miracle Intense and the H2O moisturizer. You can combine the two together. You can choose to use one of them single-handedly or individually. They refine the skin. Miracle Intense, as the name is miracle. People have gone ahead and used it for different things. When I say different things, people have sprayed it in their eyes. I have sprayed it in my eyes and I've seen result. My wife have done that. My son has done that. And we can see the result. It has helped in our skin. The way our skin is glowing, my son has some infection and it has helped in managing the skin in that way. So is it good for you? Now, if you know anybody that has any wound, we can combine the double stem cell or the crystal cell with this. This wound will heal up as soon as possible. This H2O moisturizer, if you are very heavy on makeup, apply this as foundation and put it on. You will see how your skin will glow with time. And I can tell you that it helps in anti-UV protection, high-level moisturizer, leaving the skin fresh and supple, result into radiating skin. Thank you. Those are our products. Please take note of those pictures, take note of how they look like, and get in touch with whoever invited you to get on board. Thank you very much. Mama Alex, over to you, ma.
Thank you so very much, Mr. Tolu Fadulu. But you did not tell us how much it is. Did you say something about the amounts?
Okay,
Please quickly run through the amount and let people who are here tonight, because I don't believe it is over. It is not over until we win. It is not over until you win. Let us put our name to it. It is not over until Womazino wins. It is not over until the Bolu wins. It is not over until Tifad wins. It is not over until Alex wins. Mr. Tolu is going to be sharing what we need to know about these packages right now. There is a juicy offer. Good things don't last, yeah. Bad things don't last, yeah. There is a juicy offer that has been on for a while now. And this offer, I will want you to hear from Mr. Tolu's mouth what is happening with this juicy offer. So if you are here, I don't know, is there a public holiday today? Well, Final Science Business does not know public holiday, does not know Sunday. So you listen to Mr. Tolu, and I believe in the next 72 hours, if we still have 72 hours, do we? In the next 72 hours, a lot of things can happen. So don't despair, don't lose hope. A lot of things can happen. A lot of things can happen in 72 hours. Claim it. So, Mr. Tolu, please conclude that part for us and let everyone who is been itching hear it from you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, ma, for the opportunity once again. I know you are planning to come on board. I know you will come on board. I know you must come on board. And how will you get on board? It's so simple. These are the packages you can come on board with, and these are the products that you will get by signing up on any of the package. In phytoscience, when you pay your money, your membership package comes with products. It's not that you just drop money and you forgo. No, it comes with products. To start with, is the silver, which is just in Naira, it is 89,100. You are going to get 6 double stem cell. In fact, this is good as a 2-month therapy for you. There's this gold as well, which is 428,300, and you're going to get 32. 32. double stem cell. Now, she mentioned something that is about to end, which is this gold booster. What makes it unique? It is because if you come up as a gold booster with 356,100, they will give you 26 double stem cell. But it doesn't stop there. You will also be regarded or be recognized as a platinum in the business. What does that mean? What you should have paid is 1.3, but the company is saying that you should pay 356,100 now. Sorry, 356,100 now, and you become a platinum. Now, we are not talking about the bonuses today and the benefits of becoming a platinum, but I just want to show you that good. This is a one-time offer that is about to end in 72 hours. 72 hours. If you are thinking of silver before, I will just tell you, go for gold. The pick is in you. Go for gold. Now we have the junior platinum, which is 548,900. It will give you 28 double stem cell. Now, I've mentioned like 6 products earlier. If you want to have first-hand experience with our product, you can go for junior platinum H1. What does that entail? Once you pay this amount, 583,400, you'll be given 32 double stem cell, 6 crystal cell for snowfield. 32, 6 crystal cells. That means you coming on board. Now, if you come on board any of the one I've mentioned before, and you need snowfield, you may need to go and buy snowfield extra. If you need crystal cell, you may need to go and buy. You need to add crystal cell to your order. But with this, you have this on at a go. The next one that is good like that, and if you need more products, for example, you need more snowfield or you need more crystal cell, you can go for this H2, which is 890, and to give you 30 double stem cell, 20 crystal cell, and 10 snowfield. This is almost a 6-month therapy, if not more. Excuse me. So you can choose to go for that. Or you want to go for, you need a lot of double stem cell. Just go for platinum DS, which is 1.327, and you're going to you be given 110 double stem cell. 110 double stem cell will be with you. So you can do whatever you want to do with it, and you can administer as you want. So our gold booster ends 31st of December. 31st of October. Just 72 hours to go. Please, whatever you have to do, do quick. Get in touch with the person that invited you, do your transfer. You can still sign up tonight. Phytoscience, we only have 1 hour break per day. Every other time, business is going on. 1 hour day in Nigeria time is just between 5 and 6. Every other time, you see people registering, people 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, and then so far anytime you can do your transfer, you can get it done. So please get in touch quickly with whoever invites you into this meeting, and let's rock this boat together. Let's give hope to people. Let's make somebody, those tears of joy that have been eaten, that have been tears of sorrow, let's bring them out. Let's make somebody smile. Let's make somebody live again. Thank you once again as we come on board. Thank you, Mama Alex. Over to you.
Please, can we give a full screen reaction to Mr. Tolu? Mr. Tolu Fadulu, thank you very much for taking us through that wonderful time. Thank you so very much. We are very, very grateful for your timely lecture. Thank you so very much. Are confined. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so very much. Please, is there anyone raising up hand for question? If you have a question, can you please unmute yourself and speak up? We have very little time left. Oh, it's 10 p.m. already. We shouldn't stay longer than necessary. I can see Okay, Femi Kolawole, you spoke before. Ani de Amudalat Adenike and Kenkem UK, and I have Pato Joy too.
Hello.
Okay. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, ma. Can we see your video, ma?
Okay. I'm a new member, I just joined. Okay. I've not even collected my products. I'm about to collect it, but the woman that introduced me is the wife of my former schoolmates when we were in secondary school. She's Mrs. Grace Bello. I'm very grateful. And with the way I'm seeing things, I really appreciate, and I wish we should be able to do it better. Then there's a question I wanted to ask, but along the line, the question has been asked over the issue of somebody that has, what advice can you give for somebody that has cancer?
Okay, thank you so very much, ma'am. I'm sure from all what the testimonies we've gathered here tonight, you've been able to answer that question even before it came up. You can do crystal cell for anyone who has cancer, just that because the crystal cell has tomato cell, and that helps in combating cancer. So you can do crystal cell for anyone who's got cancer, and I'm sure that's going to go a long way. Thank you so very much, and welcome on board. You are in the right place. Thank you for coming. Thank you for believing in the person that spoke to you. There's a difference in speaking, and there's a difference in receiving. Some people, no matter what you tell them, they may not or will not believe you. Thank you for believing, and thank you for coming to Fire the Signs. Kem, can we have
Thank you, madam.
Yeah. Kem from UK.
Yeah, good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes, thank you. My question, I have two questions, please. Okay. The first one is what can someone use if it's on epilepsy? What type of product can we prescribe?
On what, ma'am?
Epilepsy.
Okay. Okay, is that all the question?
No, the second one is
Hello, are we still there?
Hello, yes,
I'm still there. Hello, ma'am.
Yeah, hello.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
with the second question.
Yes, the second one is asthma. Jesus.
Okay.
Yes.
For the two of them, you will need snowfield fort and double stem cell. For the two of them, you will need the double stem cell with snowfield fort. You can do 1 sachet of snowfield fort daily in 50 cl water. 1 sachet of snowfield fort daily in 50 cl water. Then you can do 1 double stem cell in the morning, 1 at night. Thank you so very much. And in a very short while, you will record a beautiful testimony. Just like a woman Zeno told me when I spoke to her, a woman, you have the double stem cell, go ahead. She said, oh, Mama Alex, whenever I hear someone speak, they are always saying, I use snowfield, then I use double stem cell. I said, what? Is that what you're waiting for? My darling, go ahead, go and use your double stem cell right now. And she did. The very first testimony a woman Zeno shared with me 1 hour after using the double stem cell was that she used to wee blood-like color of urine. That was, she didn't say that tonight. That was in 1 hour after using 1 sachet of double stem cell. She called me, she was just screaming, this girl, she's I don't know what to call her. She was just screaming that she weed and it was crystal clear. Just 1 sachet of double stem cell in 1 hour. So you may be there thinking, oh, my case is a degenerated one. Please don't despair. There are a lot of things that are going to get corrected at this time. God bless you. Thank you, everyone. Is there any other question?
Yes, please. Hello, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, there's another one, please. In terms of double stem cell and crystal cell, is it possible to use them at the same time in the morning?
Okay, ma. Do you have the crystal cell?
Yes, please.
Okay. If you have the crystal cell, you can use maybe the double stem cell in the morning, crystal cell at night. If you don't have, I want to please take something clear. If you don't have a terrible or a chronic case, just slow down. Take it easy on yourself. You can do just one sachet of double stem cell, one sachet of crystal cell later at night, or just one double stem cell in the morning, one at night, or one crystal cell in the morning, one at night. Okay?
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
You know why I'm asking that question is that in case, because they said that on an empty stomach, that is what we should be taking all those things. So
yes,
that's why I was thinking that is it not possible when one use a double stem cell, maybe 1 hour after one can use a crystal cell?
It's okay, but just use one. Just use one, ma. Is it not the cases you spoke to me about, or is there another case?
No, there's another case that I'm using that one. I want to use that one for because there's a boy or a man that has a injury with his hands, tap in the hands, and he has the tendon was operated because it was caught in the hands and the tendon was cut or froze. They did the operation and the thing is still paining the guy. So he could not move the hands properly and he's still having the pain.
Okay. Okay, but notwithstanding, ma, just let's take it easy, okay? Let's do just one sachet of double stem cell or crystal cell morning and then maybe the other one at night. Please, ma.
Okay. Is it necessary for him to use a snowfield?
Let him use snowfield. One sachet daily.
Okay then.
Thank you so very much. Thank you, Mama, for ultimate me. I can see your response. Thank you, everyone. Do we have any other question? Any question? Dibolu, God bless you. Thank you so very much. I can see Dibolu has helped it. I can see some people are raising their hands. Bolaji Shogunle and G. Who is G? G, can we take your question? Hello?
I hope it's not a mistake.
Is it a mistake, G? Did you just, okay, because the person is not talking.
Yeah.
Okay, Awa Ojile is asking a question. A 5-year-old who is having high blood pressure. How high is the pressure of a 5-year-old? Can we hear you? Awa, please, can you unmute yourself? A 5-year-old having a high blood pressure. I'm sure a lot of people have not heard about it in the house before. A 5-year-old having a high blood pressure.
Yeah, good evening, everyone.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, she's 5 years old, and from the history I learned about from the mom that she was born premature. So after that, they keep having series of headache. And whenever they go to the hospital, they will tell them it's high blood pressure, that they had to go travel out of the country to check her head, like the brain, to know what is responsible, giving her the high blood pressure. So whenever the high blood pressure comes, it comes with fever and headache. and the child can't even go anywhere to school and anywhere except she's placed on admission and maybe probably a serious observation and all of that. So that's it.
Okay, for that child, now there are so many things we put into place when we have a case like that. And ladies and gentlemen, I want to see a reaction. Have you heard of 5-year-old having blood pressure? I'm sure this is one you will want to wonder why, how, for a 5-year-old to be having blood pressure. Now, Ma, I will want you to do this for that child.
Okay, Ma.
Let us give that child 1 sachet of crystal cell daily.
Okay. Okay.
Please. I have not mentioned snowfill. I have not mentioned double stem cell. I've not mentioned any other thing. Let's give that child 1 sachet of crystal cell daily. The parent can choose when in the day to give her, but this is what I want them to do. Once they give the child, I want the parent to get a jotter and record whatever it is that they see in that child. Please let them get back to you, get back to me, and let's see how we'll take it up from there. Please.
Okay, Ma. Okay.
Yes, thank you so very much. Thank you.
Yes.
G is still raising up the hand. I don't know who this G is. G, can you please unmute yourself? Hello, G.
Hello.
Okay, good evening, G. Hello.
Of course, I'm not G. I don't know. My name is Fumi from London. I don't know whether it's me.
Okay, but we only saw G here, and I normally wouldn't have called you because we are always wary of people who don't put in their name. But what we see in front of your name is G, just G.
Oh. I don't know.
Did you raise your hand or you press the button?
Did you raise your hand?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I just want to ask for people looking for the seed of the womb, what can you prescribe for them in these products?
Thank you so very much. With fruit of the womb, there are a lot of things attached to it, and there are a lot of questions which I don't normally feel comfortable discussing on the public view because there are a lot of questions, and with the fruit of the womb, we don't just do for one person. It has to be both parties. The couple must come together and take up our therapy because most often people normally believe a woman is having the issue maybe through fibroid, tubal blockage, hormonal imbalance, depression, and the likes. But over the years, we also found out that men share the greater part of what infertility has been in the world today. So for that case, if we are asking you to take anything, it will not be just for you, but we would also want to rule out some things like rhesus factors. If you know about the rhesus health of both couple before we know what else to tell you. And there are so many other questions that are linked with fertility. I don't know if you will be okay. Who has invited you here tonight?
Otumba, of course, I'm a part of the physio science now because I've registered myself as well.
Okay, Otumba Charles brought you in. Thank you so very much. Otumba Charles can get you to me. We'll talk because there are so many questions I may need to ask you, and it might not be too nice sharing that in public.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you so very much.
Another one is somebody with stroke. What can you prescribe for them in these products?
Double stem cell and snowfill is awesome for stroke. Double stem cell and snowfill. but the age of the person also matters. Anyone who is 80 or 79 and above should use just one double stem cell daily, one snowfield fort. But anyone who is less than that can use one double stem cell in the morning, one at night, and one snowfield fort. That will take care of stroke, ma.
Okay.
Thank you so very much. God bless you. Now let's quickly take a look at our chat room. And after this chat, we will need to call it a day. Can you use our product for a child living with autism for 6 years? Yes, thank you very much. Julie Joss Bazwaye. You can use the child for, you can use the product for a child living with autism, not a child that is autistic. Let us please change the use of the word children with autism instead, not a child that is autistic. Madam Bolaji Shogunle, I think your question will be the last one for tonight. Please unmute yourself and ask your question. Madam Bolaji Shogunle, can you please help me find her? Can she unmute herself?
Thank you. Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening.
Thank you all, and thank you for the good. Thank you for this platform. I'm so grateful. I've learned a lot tonight. Thank you for all the sharers. Please, Mama Alex, I just want to find out, because you were the originator of the miracle intense being put in the eye, and we're having lots of testimonies. Please, I just want to know, there's a success line of mine who gave it to a 90-year-old papa, and they're asking me how many times should they put it. I've told him just once, that one drop just once a day, but I just want to reconfirm, is that okay, or they can take it more than once?
Okay, they can do 3 times daily. They can drop in the morning, noon, and at night. At night when he's about to sleep. Just a tiny spray. It is highly pepperish anyway when it gets to the eyes, but once it gets there, it soothes out and it cools off. So just tiny spray in the morning, in the afternoon, and at night. And in a very short period, you're going to get a beautiful testimony. It's nice to experiment with phytoscience. When I started with Miracle Intense in my eye, I took myself as a guinea pig, but I was not scared because I know phytoscience will not take $1 million if they don't know what. I know phytoscience will not take $1 million if they don't know what they are giving to the public. So I took up the challenge to spray Miracle Intense Essence inside my eyes first. After that, I used it for my mother's eye, and my mother was booked for surgery, but she began to read her Bible without her glasses in just 3 days. I was able to escalate that testimony to everyone globally, and to the glory of God, a lot of testimonies are pouring in from people using the Miracle Intense in their eyes. I also, Mr. Tolufadulu, you said somebody watched their local government with the snowfield fort. Yes, I'd also shared that on one of our presentations, that you can actually do that. You can use a snowfield fort mixed up in water, and you can wash your local government. If you are a lady and you have, why is somebody laughing about local government?
Why do you call it local government?
No, the area of operation.
I want your local government with the snowfield fort. Then recently, I also had a case. Let me tell us, I am so super sure of phytoscience. That is why I can toss it around, shake it together, and press it. I recently also spoke to someone who is a cancer patient. A Miracle Intense Essence got finished. Before she got the next supply, she was disturbed. She said, Alex, what do I do? I said, have you mixed your snowfield for today? She said, yes. I said, now, use some of them, just sprinkle some part of it on the affected breast. And she told me she got a certain relief from using snowfield mixture on the affected cancer breast. So there are so many things. There are so many things that I have been doing with any of these products. Don't audit. Do a lot of it. Do a lot of things with it. Sometimes if you see me with a bottle, I have taught the science students, I do a lot of concoction, mixing of the products together to achieve some beautiful and wonderful thing. Yes, you can do that. Now, before we go, I want to say a very big thank you to everybody for being a wonderful audience. It is past 10 p.m. and I can see we are still here. People are not leaving this podium. People are still asking questions. If I begin to answer these questions, you're not going to leave here. I want to say in no particular order, I want to say a very big thank you to, I've said my thank you to Ogechi for showing me network marketing. I am also saying a very big thank you to Patience Emowe that we know as Soft Mind. She is my mama in phytoscience. She showed me phytoscience business. And I am sure she will not be believing what is happening today. You say this Alex girl don't call. So she they do concussion mixture for people with phytoscience now. Yes, I'm sure the day Pat spoke to me, she never knew there will be a day when people will begin to misconware phytoscience product to achieve different kind of thing. Pat, I say may God bless you. Thank you for always honoring our invitation. Thank you for always being there. Thank you for your endless love. It has been from beginning. It is now, and I know it's going to be a long way to go. It's a symbiotic something. Thank you so very much. May God bless you. Now,
if you had not mentioned that word, I would have found you.
The thing is symbiotic something now.
Phytoscience is all about symbiotic relationship. This wonderful prayer and training, or will I say expose today, actually spells it all. I'm sure a lot of people have a changed mindset. God bless you all. One love.
Thank you so very much. Thank you, Mama. May God bless you. May God bless you. The day you spoke to me, you never knew in a very short distance, I'm going to be having over 3,000 people in my genealogy, because that is what has happened right now. Thank you so very much for showing me phytoscience, and thank you for everyone who has been spoken to about phytoscience, and thank you for running with it. Thank you for believing in us. Angela Okeke, I want to say very big thank you to you for believing in me. A woman's thank you. Princess Tessie,